So it's coming to that time of year again where FM24 now is on the horizon, and I put a tweet out. Wait, do we actually call it a tweet anymore? Now it's called X. Anyways, I put this tweet out recently asking you, what do you want to see added or changed in FM24? So I put the tweet out there for you guys to reply to, and here are some of the replies today. And let's see. One of these things are already in FM, because some things you might not even realize are already in the game right now. You're asking for it, and it's already there. Other things, though, there could be brand new spanking things, and there could be simple changes that could be made in the UI or in Football Manager. So let's have a dive in and see what you're thinking in terms of what should be in FM24. So we start things off with @tattooed Viking _. He's put here, AI to come in with better offers for players. He's listed at 35 million. Why are they coming in at 5 million offers? I've seen this a lot so far this year on our stream on Twitch and through some of the rebuilds I've done on the channel this year. And to be quite honest, it is quite annoying when you transfer a list a player for 50 million, and even then, his valuation is around 50 million. You spoke to the player and he's like, can you lower my fee down? Okay, we'll lower it down to 45. Yeah, okay, we agreed to that. And then within a day, Man United, here's 20 million. Someone else, here's 5. No, like, we don't want that. This is the set fee we're asking for. Aim for that fee. I understand they're trying to lowball you a little bit, and even saying we can give you 20 installments, 30 up front, whatever sort of thing. But when they're coming in at such low offers, it kind of wasting your time a little bit. You're reading through these offers, and of course, then the player would get upset if I turn around and said, oh, well, Ramsey offered 10 million for you. We want 40 million. The player's going to get upset, and he's trying to convince the player to get on board, like, right, this is the valuation you're worth. And to be fair, it can be quite easily turned around. You can say to him, look, this is what we're looking for. How much do you think? He'll say the same sort of fee. Bang, okay, sorted. We're happy. And you're promising they'll sell for that price. But you can sometimes be there for a whole transfer window. The offers don't come in, and it can really ruin a save and really annoy players. So this is something I would like to see happen in FM24. So this next one comes in from Tommyckles at Tommyckles on Twitter. Interactions overhaul, media interviews making more sense and giving variety. I've just won the Champions League. Why are you asking me about a random major transfer listing someone? This one I can fully understand, to be fair. The amount of times I've called competitions or I've just played a massive match and it has to be a random manager in a different league or even the same league sometimes saying, why have you transfer listed A and A player? Why is this player on the, like, is this manager should be sacked? What do you think of this? As a manager, you're not bothered about what's happening at the other clubs. You focus on your club and the team you probably just played in that match or the upcoming match or the match like just gone a week before. Not what's happening in a random league, in a random division or a random manager. Just cut this out completely out of the game. It's an absolute waste of time. No, I don't think no one enjoys it when they're being asked, oh, this manager in this random league is on the verge of getting sacked. What are your thoughts on this? I'm honestly not bothered. I'm honestly not bothered. So this next one comes in from @peopleschamp78. He's put, I wonder if they'll add the extra 10 minutes they're doing in real life to be tricky to implement in the game. Yeah, I can't imagine that will get added, and I can't imagine it will last very, very long in real life. But I have a serious one, though. I just want the stadiums to change. It's something so simple. I mean, he's put it here, Mr. Wonder. He's put it here, like, I just want the stadiums to change now. It's been the same couple of things for years now. Of course, as they've already said about the new Unity engine coming in next year. So you can probably expect a lot of change on the stadiums next year, but they're quite simple packs that they use already, sort of thing, in these stadium backgrounds already. You get the same graphics and the same thing for every stadium now in game. There's no diversity in it, really. You see the same sort of things every two or three matches now. It just gets a little bit boring to watch sometimes. So a simple change that burger van to a hot dog van, even just put a fancy little hot dog on the roof of it, sort of thing, to look a little bit different. Even a donut van with a big donut, anything like that. I'll just try and make things a little bit different in the game. It just looks a little bit more unique to each stadium you visit. So this next one comes in from Total Flips. Go check him out on Twitch. Great streamer. Here's put here, honestly, just an improved international manager experience. I can really back this one. I've refused to do international management all during FM23 because during 22 it was just so boring. I've looked at it on 23 and I thought it's just exactly the same. You can't do training, you can't do certain stuff. I'm about to talk to my players one-to-one and encourage them to do different stuff. Of course, their main club manager will want to train in certain positions. You can't retrain in different positions, but if I'm leading up to a big competition, I'm about to put training in there. I want to train for set pieces and win the World Cup. I want to train for penalties of in the semi-finals of the Euros. This sort of stuff is just so simple to add in. Add that training UI across from the club stuff into international management. So this next one's one that I've got for a couple of years now, and it has really put me off doing a Pentagon challenge so far. I've been wanting to do one as a stream save, and I just can't do it because of this reason. Andrew, the Gibbs Show, has put here, SI need to add more African leagues. Don't pretend you can't research Indonesia, but not Algeria, Morocco, Egypt, or Tunisia. And underneath there, Cyprus ranked 24th in Europe, and they're not even in the game. You can't even manage in the Cyprian leagues right now, so that could be a big change, adding them in the leagues, getting some scouts over there. I mean, the researchers, they find people from them countries, and they research the clubs for them normally, so I suppose trying to find people who are into all those teams over there, so it could be a bit of a harder task than just to add them straight away, but I mean, over a coming year or two, they've had a long enough time now to get them up there. Like, Cyprus has been in the rankings quite high now for quite a while. So it should really be in there coming in FM24. In terms of the African leagues, though, They need more adding. All you can do right now is select South African. That's the only league you can do in the whole game in South Africa. When there's so many good countries in there now. Of course, Morocco did so well in the most recent World Cup. You think their league format should be in there by now. Algeria to prove some absolutely amazing players like Riyad Mahrez. Tunisia, Egypt, of course, like they've bought Mo Salah to us. They bought Mohamed Salah to the Premier League and bought him as a great player. What's their league system like? Who knows? We've got no idea. Hopefully, these can get added during FM24. And if not by them, you'll have to hope by FM25. This next one comes from another good friend of mine, Steve Hood, aka at Hood Gaming UK. He said, not expecting huge leaps, of course, with FM25 being the big one. I kind of get that realistically, but development of the features were added in last year. Squad player, squad confidence. I mean, the squad confidence thing was quite interesting last year. They added it in, but I haven't really seen it do too much so far. I'm not seeing anyone get like sacked from the squad confidence being too low down. I mean, feel free to quote me here and like let me know in the comment section if you've been sacked because the squad confidence was an F and your squad confidence is around C, A, whatever sort of, whatever that was, that sort of thing. Let me know down below. But I want to see more interaction with this sort of thing, more interaction in terms of if the fans aren't happy, maybe they can do something like a protest sort of thing, that sort of thing put into the social media aspect of the game as well. So these sort of things should be added a bit more into the game and try and build on that now. It was a pretty good thing that I did last year, but what can I do with it now going to FM24 and going forwards in the FM cycle? And our final one comes here from Tommyckles, a set piece overhaul. This is the big one I've wanted now for a couple of years now in FM. For someone who gets a lot of goals from set pieces, I mentioned to my tactic videos, we aim for set pieces. I would love to have that more freedom to move 5 players to the front stick and then 4 to the back. So have no one back at all. It's fine. Just get all the players in that box for set pieces. But you can't do it. You can have limited places. You can only put them in certain places every time. And I mean, if you're doing that in real life, can only have 2 players at the front stick. I'm going to put 3 players at the front stick and mark those players every time round now. You kind of get used to what happens now. You want that bit more loose, free, and trying to move players as and when, where you want. Stuff like free kicks as well. If I want to have 3 players over the ball for a free kick, one steps over, one makes a short run, and the other one passes this short then to that player, I think that sort of thing should be implemented in FM24, but I guess we'll see in the coming weeks what will happen with that. So that'll be that from us today. There's a few interesting ideas and a lot of thoughts I do like we could put into FM24. Hopefully, SI have already got a lot of these already in the game, but if they don't do, hopefully I'll see this video and by 25, we'll have all of this stuff implemented for your freedom and for your joy to try out. But thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have enjoyed the video, of course, make sure you're liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and make sure you check out the playlist above my head right now with some FM23 rebuilds. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again very, very soon.